Hi everybody, it's Christina Quick, the Tarot Biz Mentor. I'm here from the Profitable Psychic Business and Divination Academy. Welcome to another video. So today we're going to be continuing on in our Etsy series, and today I'm going to be talking about 5 things that you should know before you start selling on Etsy, whether you're going to be selling tarot readings or psychic readings or spiritual life coaching or digital files, whatever you're going to be selling. These are some things that you should probably know. And a lot of these things are things that have changed dramatically over the last couple years. And I think it's been about a year since I put out my Etsy trainings, my last couple Etsy trainings. So if you haven't watched those and you are thinking about selling on Etsy, then definitely go through that series. There's a lot there. So the first thing that you should know about is this thing called a reserve. And this has only really started coming up and being really irritating lately with a lot of the students in the academy. So back before they did this whole Star Seller thing, so the Star Seller program is a program that you can qualify for on Etsy. And what it does is it helps you with sales ultimately. Helps you boost your sales, helps you boost your visibility, etc. And so the Star Stellar program is optional in that it requires a certain number of things that you have to qualify for in order to qualify for the Star Seller program. Well, there was a lot of debate going back and forth over the past couple of years. Do we list our tarot readings and psychic readings as physical products or do we list them as digital products? And we used to recommend that people list them as physical products because then you can control your processing time a lot easier and people can't just automatically leave a review because the fear is that if you were to set up a listing selling your readings and setting it up as a digital file that people might misunderstand that they think they're buying a reading, but maybe they're not. There's just a lot of room for client error with the whole digital thing. Well, we're now recommending that everybody go ahead and list as digital anyways. And we know, I mean, we know that it's an issue. We know that the processing times and all that kind of stuff is kind of confusing, but here's the 2 reasons why. One, it will help you with the Star Seller program. That's probably not the most important reason, but it's one of the top reasons. The most important reason, I should say, is because we've been seeing a lot of tarot readers and psychic readers being hit with what's called a reserve, where Etsy will hold your money for a certain period of days, usually somewhere between, I've seen it 45 days, I've seen it 30 days, I've seen it 180 days, okay? And so what that means is you're not going to be able to cash out your money right away. Now that's, nobody wants to wait 6 months for their income, right? So what is flagging this? What's flagging this is this putting your listings for tarot readings and psychic readings as physical items while not providing a tracking number. And also, what's also flagging it is doing too many sales too quickly. So if you start your Etsy store, you already have a base up, and you get a bunch of sales really quickly, that can also flag it. Another thing that can also flag the reserve is, unfortunately, if you get hit with a lot of chargebacks. I mean, there is fraud, especially in this industry. People buying readings and then, doing chargebacks or using stolen credit cards and things like that. Those are the 3 things that can really flag your account to put a reserve on your account, whether you've been with Etsy for years, since 2009, like I have, or if you're just brand new. And so that's the reason why we're suggesting please consider listing your readings as digital instead of physical. Okay. And so what you're going to do, there's a digital file that people will be able to download once they purchase the reading. And in this digital file, I highly recommend that you put some information regarding your turnaround time, your processing time, when they can expect their reading, talking about the expectations, kind of like an FAQ informational sheet. And actually, I just set up my Etsy shop again after taking a long time breakaway. That's what I love about Etsy, is that you can come back and you can pause and you can come back and you can pause, and it's always just a nice platform to have. So I have actually created a template that you can purchase. It's at this moment in time, it's like $5.99 USD plus tax and all that kind of stuff. But it includes a 10-page email reading PDF, and it also includes a template for a digital file holder. So everything that I'm talking about, like your hours, your response time, your turnaround time, all that kind of stuff, that's what you want to put in that digital placeholder. Okay. So first thing is make sure that if you want the best chance to avoid this whole reserve thing so that they're not holding on to your money, then you want to consider putting your listings as digital. And you may have heard me say in the past, listed as physical. I'm retracting that statement. Things change. And so put it as physical. Now, the second thing is forcing you to use ads after a certain amount of money. Okay, so this is something new as well, where Etsy has two different kinds of ads that you can purchase. You can opt into on-site Etsy ads, where they're boosting your products and services like in the Etsy website and their algorithm. And then there's also off-site ads. So off-site ads at this point in time are optional for people under $10,000 USD. This is new. Once you've hit that $10,000 USD mark in a 365-day, 1-year calendar period, unfortunately, you will be enrolled into the off-site ads, which adds an additional 15% fee that they're tacking onto that. Now, I have my own opinions about this sort of thing. I am not a fan of forcing people to do offsite ads. I'm not sure what the long-term perspective is on this decision with Etsy. But what I can tell you is that if you are making $10,000 USD in 1 calendar year on Etsy, you're probably at that point where you can go ahead and potentially even set up your own website. So I would say, this is what I would say, guys. Because once you get to that $10,000, even if the next year you only make $500, you're still enrolled in those ads. There's no going back fees. There's no take back fees. So what that means is if you are fortunate enough to have an Etsy store where you haven't made the $10,000 USD threshold yet for the 15% offside mandatory ads, something you could consider is now start your own website. Get on Squarespace, okay? Get on Wix or something like that, and basically copy over your Etsy shop and have that available. So if you don't want to be opted into this offsite ad thing, this threshold thing, then if you are under, $10,000, like at the maybe $8,000, $9,000 mark, you might want to consider putting your shop on vacation and selling exclusively off your own website for the remainder of that calendar year. So it's kind of it's something to kind of think about, right? That's all I can really do, is I can just present the information to you. The next thing I want to talk about is this whole idea of hiring virtual assistants to set up your website, or set up your Etsy shop for you. I highly recommend that you do not do this. The reason being is because Etsy tracks IP addresses, and so if that VA gets someone else's shop shut down, so here it goes. Okay. So let's say I have an Etsy shop and I'm going to hire some person to come set up my Etsy shop for me. They're going to do my listings, right? They're going to actually log into my Etsy account and do that. Well, let's say that VA is working for someone else who is also logging into their Etsy shops, right? And let's say that other unrelated random person has a trademark infringement or something like that on their Etsy shop. Their Etsy shop gets closed down. Guess what? Any IP address linked to the shops that get shut down, you have a great chance of getting your own shop shut down for no reason other than you have someone else's IP that's logged on to your Etsy address and that it's been flagged somewhere else. Personally have seen many shops shut down. So out of nowhere, simply because They hired someone to come in and, edit their listings and stuff. And then, God forbid, it's tied to some other account that got shut down for doing something scrupulous. And now, your account's shut down. So I highly recommend you never, never let anybody log into your Etsy account. Never, 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 for no reason whatsoever. And if you are going to hire a VA, just have them send the files to you, and you spend the time, in my opinion, you spend the time to input those files. You upload the pictures, you copy and paste the description. If you have a good VA, they're going to be able to, get everything in its own little organized place for you to simply just copy and paste things over. It means a little bit more extra work for you. However, it also means that you're going to not, potentially get shut down because some VA got flagged on someone else's account. And then the last thing I'm going to tell you today is that you can actually get set up for completely free. If you are struggling and you can't even consider where you're going to get 20 cents to make a listing, or you know that you have watched my other videos and you're like, okay, well, I got to set up 25 listings or more, to have the best case scenario for the SEO to kind of kick in. And the more listings you have on a new shop, the better, because it's like compound SEO, right? And so what I recommend with this is getting with someone who already has an Etsy shop that you can get affiliate link. You can use someone else's affiliate link to set up for your first 20 listings. So if you're really in dire straits and you really need some help and you still want to get your first free 20 listings, on the other hand of that, the other side of that is that you can give your shop affiliate link out and you can earn 20 free listings. So if your friends, say you and your friend want to open up Etsy shops together, you guys should open up one shop. In my opinion, open up one shop, just like a play shop, just like not a real one, but just like a play one, and then trade affiliate links so that way you both can get your 20 free listings. Or you can simply use my link. I'll put it down in the description box below, along with that template and everything else that I've talked about today. So make sure you watch through my Etsy series if you are thinking about setting up on Etsy. And if you are doing any of these things, or any of these things have come up for you, please let me know in the comments below. If there's something that you wish you would have known before you started on Etsy, I would love to know that too. So just, write to me in the comments below. And hey, did you know that I have a free Facebook group online? A lot of you on YouTube don't know that we have almost 5,000 people on YouTube. And I think there's maybe 1,500 people in the Facebook group. So there's a lot of you out there that are not in my Facebook group. So if you go to the description box below, I have a link for you there to go ahead and join. It's also called the Profitable Psychic Business Academy Student Lounge, or the Profitable Psychic Student Lounge, something like that. If you just type in the Profitable Psychic at facebook.com, you'll be able to pull it up, or you can just use the link below. So I will see you guys in the next video.